My name is Arlene Atherton. I'm a visual linguistics consultant, and I've been working in this field since the early 2000s. I pioneered at Columbia University and won awards for the work that I did with the innovation with the internet and visual representations. I am one of the few people who has any kind of knowledge of culture and technology in different parts of the world. I have first-hand knowledge, not from a book, not just from social networking, but from first-hand experience and looking at the user interface and experience that is being done in other locations. I look at human information processing in relationship to information architecture. This is a very different approach. It's not an engineering approach, which is pretty much task-oriented and load time based. I am not an engineer. I'm a visual linguistics consultant. I look at it from the human angle and evaluating perception and human information processing to determine saliency, accessibility, and retention of the material that's being presented. My information is very new, and unfortunately, when I came to New Mexico 5 years ago, I was run over by a car, and I was in the midst of writing this book, which is Visual Linguistics, to help people understand it. I've had opponents in the field who do not comprehend this particular kind of work. It's innovative, it's scientific, it is based on both social anthropology and biological data. I want to let you know that I am a forward thinker. I have been very frustrated here in New Mexico as I find that they have lacked a risk tolerance atmosphere, and they lack a sense of innovation in understanding something that hasn't already been done. There are people here who are quite innovative, but they have come from other locations. To give you an example of forward thinking, let's just take things that are typical in the news, let's say voting. Rather than having the difficulty with electronic media, which could be hacked, we can integrate that with something as simple as a point-of-sale device, which gives you a hard copy printout of the person that you have voted for with your candidate, your measures. It can be done in duplicate. This way you could walk away from the polling booth and you've got exactly a scorecard of what you have chosen for your individual voting choice. In addition to that, you have a secondary backup copy that remains at the polling booth so that if there's any type of inquiry, all the votes can be counted and validated. And so it's instantaneous, and you can use technology as this particular solution. Another aspect is, let's look at border control. Why aren't we using 21st century techniques for that? If we can see a doorknob from Google Earth, then why can't we create heat-sinking sensors that can be larger than a jackrabbit but smaller than a child, so that you can detect any kind of movement across our borders? We are the leaders in technology. We have the finest military in the world. Why aren't we using this particular capacity to ensure our borders? If we do that, then based on the interval rate of the sensor equipment, you can put control towers, and from that deploy your border guards to intercept immediately. This gives us a chance to return the people back to their point of origin and not have to place them in detention camps, which not only create political problems, but it's very traumatic for the people who have to be detained. So these are just some examples of alternative ways of managing things rather than dealing with things in a brick and mortar type of fashion. As you can see, I'm a seasoned executive. I'm not a young millennial, but I am tech savvy and I am solutions oriented. That's what I have done with my life, and that's what I've done with my living. I work on social responsibility projects. I work on projects that are cultural based, that deal with mutual respect, cooperation, and try to reduce discrimination that's occurring anywhere in the world. If we have a better understanding of each other, then we have a better way of reducing conflict management. So I'm making this video because unfortunately I haven't been able to relaunch my website, although I've had it. I have had a traumatic financial loss from this accident, and like any normal person, you want to pay your own way. I am not seeking any advantages. I want my life back. I had substantial amount of money before this accident ever took place, and I am being framed by very limited-minded adversarial law firms that imagined the only way you get wealth is to have it from a company or a government position and do something illicit to gain from that. It's a very limited understanding, and it's very unfortunate that it's happening to me. What I don't understand is why they have the kind of leverage that they have in their local community. This is the United States. We have 50 states. There are different attitudes in all 50 states. However, we have a uniform United States of America which guarantees civil rights, freedoms, liberty, and due process of law. And I have been asking for that from the very beginning. And I know that there are very creative, capable people who are responsible professionals who will be aghast to find out what has been happening to me. They will want to maintain the pride of their locality and the pride of their state and ensure that there is the kind of benchmark that's accepted in the United States. Thank you very much.